You're flying over the Philippines, looking down upon Corregidor, the immortal rock of historic Manila Bay. The big guns are silent now, monuments to heroic Filipino and American alike. But you can never forget their thundering voices, the mighty battle song that was heard around the world. The Philippines fought and they died, but they were to live again. The mementos of their sacrifice are everywhere, reminders of those bitter months of Holocaust. Just outside Malinta Tunnel, blasted for weeks by showering steel, Wainwright surrendered, and with him the Philippines. But that was yesterday. Today, these more than 7,000 Pacific islands are again free. On Mindanao, second largest of the Philippine islands, the Moro fishermen of Zamboanga still take their livelihood from the sea, still live in their picturesque straw huts built on stilts above the water. Here, a Moro family voyages to their village in a vinta, or dugout canoe. On northern Luzon, home of the Igorots, you watch the wood carvers as they design their wares for the tourist trade. Long ago, their people were hunting heads instead of carving them. But times have changed in this island land, democracy's most vital outpost in the critical world of the Far East. But by far the largest percentage of the some 20 million inhabitants of these many islands are Filipinos. Predominantly Christian, they are progressing under the democratic spirit of their new republic. Next, you see the odd and colorful tinikling, or bamboo dance, typical of all the islands. Dances may come and dances may go, especially in the modern world of sway and swing, but the old ones of native tradition go on forever. Copra, derived from the meat of the coconut, is an important native product, employing thousands throughout the islands. After the coconut meat has been dried, the oil is utilized in the making of soap, cooking oil, and other products. Scooping the meat from the shell requires a practiced hand, and the Filipino has it. The islands are among the world's foremost producers of copra and coconut oil. Now the crop is sugar, another valued export of Philippine agriculture. Before the war, sugar led all other export crops. Since that time, because of lack of necessary machinery, rehabilitation was slow. But now sugar is again a foremost industry, one of the two major exports, another tribute to Philippine enterprise. Today, you travel by modern, comfortable inter-island plane service, spanning the 1,500-mile length of the Philippines in hours instead of weeks. Yet the past is always with you, like these horse-drawn rigs, still following the dusty roads of yesterday. In this ambitious young republic, native handicrafts have developed into major native industries, among which is the making of rattan furniture. Rattan is procured from a climbing jungle vine, much like bamboo. The furniture is shipped in knockdown sections to the United States to be assembled and upholstered for the American market. Rattan furniture is noted for its sturdiness and endurance, as well as for its attractive design. Gold mining has long been another profitable industry. Both gold and silver, as well as other metals, are important to the Philippine economy. Always pineapples have been an important port. From these fertile fields on the rich and highly productive island of Mindanao comes spiny fruit to grace the tables of the world. The vast pineapple plantations employ thousands of Filipinos working toward a single goal: economic security under democracy. This is abaca, or Manila hemp. You learn that vast plantations are dedicated to this vital Philippine industry, which supplies a major part of the fiber used in twine and rope. The abaca plant belongs to the banana family and closely resembles the banana tree. From the fields, the stalks are conveyed by miniature railroad to the plantation's decorticating plant, there to be processed before being shipped to the world outside. Every operation is modern and efficient. The machine crushes and literally husks the stalks, extracting the valuable fiber, which is the tough, durable heart of strong twine and rope. Now the fiber is hung up to dry, preparatory to grading and baling. At the nearest local dock, and they are numerous among these productive islands, the bales of abaca are loaded on inter-island vessels to be transshipped to larger ocean freighters. Once again, Philippine abaca is meeting increasing world demands. Among Philippine industries in remarkable ascendancy since World War II is lumbering, an excellent example of the new republic's utilization of its natural resources. To their vast stands of hardwoods, the enterprising Filipinos have brought the most modern methods and equipment. Today, the ancient forests echo to the sounds of busy engines as giant cranes manipulate the heavy logs. Lumbering represents a great and far-reaching contribution to the new Philippine economy. From these great stands come mahoganies of great variety. Lauan, the dark red Philippine mahogany. Tangili, another dark red wood. White lauan for blonde mahogany, and other types for myriad purposes. Representing a vast network of industrial development, these floating logs will eventually go into the building of homes, furniture, plywoods, boats, and countless other beautiful and long-lasting contributions to life and comfort all over the world. For generations, cutting the giant logs to required length was done by hand. Today, a new era is in force, with power saws speeding up production. In these logs and the many hands through which they pass lies a part of the brightness of the ever-developing industrial future of the Philippines. A future symbolized by the many uses to which these forest giants are being put, to fill growing domestic needs and to supply the increasing demands of a wide export market from Japan to America and throughout the world. So old that its origin is lost in antiquity is the native Philippine game of sipa. Sipa is played on a small court by teams using a small rattan ball, which is kicked back and forth across a net. Contact with the ball may be made only with the feet. The referee to this hot-foot version of tennis needs a quick and practiced eye to judge the incredible kicks. For generations, father has passed on down to son the secrets and skills of this unique, little-known sport. The next time you're looking for a little exercise, you might care to try your skill at this Philippine game known as sipa. A high point of Philippine pride is the beautiful Manila Race Track. Here, the ardently sports-minded gather to witness top-flight racing. Superb horses and jockeys who seem born to the saddle. Passing the stands, Filipino blood runs faster as the horses go all out to pick a winner. The Manila race meeting brings a truly cosmopolitan touch to the capital as lovers of horses from all parts of the world convene. With flying hooves bringing a thrill as they thunder down the stretch in the race for home. The magnificent record of the Philippine Army during World War II speaks volumes for its peerless courage and honor. So all the world must share the pride reflected in this parade. Every heart must harbor the hope that the world will never again see such a holocaust as struck this intrepid nation. But should it come, these are the men who will carry on in the valiant tradition of their fathers and brothers whose glory will never die. Baseball may have reached the Philippines via the United States, but from the way the Islanders play it and crowds follow it, you'd think the game had been invented right here. This could be any World Series crowd, and this brand of baseball would fill a grandstand anywhere. For there are few sports thrills to surpass a clean hit, and a good runner will always bring a crowd to its feet. Filipinos are true natural athletes and sportsmen. Hence, baseball has grown into tremendous national favor with both players and spectators. How does the traveler reach this interesting land? By Northwest Orient Airlines, known throughout the world for distinctive, dependable travel. Yes, whether your trip is for business or for pleasure, you're a million miles from care as you relax in deep, comfortable lounge seats to enjoy the constant attention given Northwest's passengers to make certain that their every wish is anticipated and fulfilled. When dinner time rolls around, there are appetizing menus to satisfy the most exacting. After dinner, perhaps your choice is a friendly game of cards with fellow passengers, or a few words with your experienced captain. Meanwhile, you cover amazing distances on the finest airborne accommodations in existence. Northwest's new Turbo Constellation, the ultimate in flying comfort. Nighttime and Northwest's personalized service includes the availability of wide berths for those who desire them. And almost before you know it, you'll be fast asleep high in the clouds over the passing Pacific. Breakfast time, and another superbly interesting and delicious meal with the compliments of Northwest. Just another of many reasons why experienced travelers agree that Northwest Orient Airlines is truly the ultimate in air travel. The magic age of flight has truly come to the Philippines. Every day at Manila's International Airport come great skyliners from all over the world. Only hours ago, you were in California. Now you're in Manila, Queen City of the islands. You cross one of the many bridges in the heart of the Philippine capital. Then suddenly you stop and remember. For within this city there is another city, the old Manila. And here stand grim and shattered ghosts of the tragedy of war. World War II ruins, drenched in blood and fire. But that is the old Manila. The new Manila is a miracle of modern reconstruction, a tribute to a people who never surrendered their human rights. Countless jeepneys, rebuilt jeeps, provide popular and economical post-war transportation, mingling oddly with those horse-drawn rigs of another day. You marvel at Manila's new and modernized buildings, yet another tribute to the courage and progressive spirit of the Filipino. You see the Manila Post Office, once bombed to shambles, now magnificently reborn. You pass the stately buildings of government and remember that this republic, patterned after that of the United States, has made amazing progress. You stop at the Manila Hotel, fashionable rendezvous of society and sophistication, and many times the Manila home of the royal and the famous. She wears a butterfly gown, accepted formal attire of the dark-eyed Filipina. Now it's a pair of happy newlyweds, just after their wedding breakfast at the hotel. As for the modern Manila miss, she's right in style. Next, you visit Santo Tomas University, founded in 1611, where many Americans were once interned. Santo Tomas is one of the world's celebrated institutions of learning. Its curriculum as advanced as the architecture of its impressive engineering building. Philippine youth is hungry for education. It is young men like these who volunteered by the thousands for active duty in Korea as defenders of liberty. They are the torchbearers of Philippine democracy. To them will be entrusted the precious freedom of their homeland. Manila is also a thriving industrial center, her plants and factories pouring out the products of the new century. The fast-growing recovery program of the Philippines depends more and more on the mechanized assembly line. One of the island's important exports, abaca fiber, is shipped to the four corners of the globe to become world-famous Manila rope. How many old sailing ships could have sailed so far and so long without this strong and dependable product of the sunny Philippines? How many are its uses today? Truly countless. One of the most unusual sights in these colorful islands is rice planting, performed to the 2/4 time of a plunking guitar. You don't quite believe it, but it's true. Some 40 men and women in mud to their knees, laboring to the ancient rhythm of a rice planting song. You'll find many contrasts in these colorful islands of the tropic seas. Planting to music is part of their fascination, part of their very life. Such are the Philippines, America's vital ally in the Pacific. The Asiatic East is not interested in the words of democracy, but in the deeds of democracy. And performing those deeds is the Republic of the Philippines, one of freedom's fighting strongholds in this world of ours.